Hi, everybody. Thank you again for joining all of us. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up in full screen. Erin, does that look okay?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and get started. So like Erin had mentioned, this is designing educational programs for underserved youth. Um, and I'm Kylie Winn. I am a program coordinator here at ASU in entrepreneurship and innovation. So I work on the youth entrepreneurship team that runs a bunch of programs that we do for our community. So we're just going to go over a really brief overview, a timeline of our program development, really deep dive into our middle school program. That's our main program that we host, the scaling of our program, the impact of it, and then at the end, I'll try to go through this fast so we can have time for questions. Again, please put them in the chat and I'll address them at the end of our session. So just a brief overview about youth entrepreneurship. We are striving to help underserved students in K-12 in our community. We promote the learning of entrepreneurship, design thinking, social innovation, and relating all of this back to STEM curriculum, which we found really effective. We've had the pleasure of working with a couple of companies now, one of them being Cisco, and our current partner is Verizon. And so at Verizon, they've started a Verizon Innovative Learning program, and it's all about digital inclusion. So it's about ensuring the benefits of technology are realized by everyone. So right now, there are millions of under-resourced students here in the US, and they're really lacking that connectivity, the technology, and the skills required for them to be successful in the future job force. And so that is where we have stepped in. So back in 2015, ASU had proposed a idea to Verizon about doing a high school program using innovation and entrepreneurship. And so that went pretty successful for a couple of years. And Verizon approached us in 2017 to start a middle school program. So this has been the biggest program that we've done. It's about a $3 million grant just for the middle school program and about $5 million for both of them together. And so after we got the contract signed in 2017, we went on to 2018 to start the research and development of what technology we were going to use, what curriculum we wanted to do. And so we tried to relate everything back to sustainable development goals that have been created from the United Nations. And so with that, we have developed 4 different tracks of curriculum. So we have artificial intelligence, digital product innovation, which is 3D modeling and printing, immersive media, so AR and VR, and then smart solutions as well. So that's all about circuitry and coding. And with that, we also started a really great partnership with Canvas. So ASU already has a really strong relationship with Canvas, and we just kind of jumped on the bandwagon and got our own Canvas instance. So this has been able to really help us expand our program, which I'll talk about in a minute. And in 2019, we went ahead and started with our first cohort of middle schools. So we had about 75 schools with the launch of 2 different course tracks, so the immersive media and smart solutions. And now as we come into 2020, we have launched artificial intelligence and our digital product innovation curriculum, as well as grouping with ASU Preparatory to really do some field research about the effectiveness of our curriculum, whether or not we're really reaching students in the best way possible. So we're also creating curriculum iterations, and looking into 2021, we're hoping to have about 1,000 schools by the end of 2021, which is amazing. So we are going to be launching curriculum iterations, hopefully some new curriculum. We want to make sure that we're constantly updating so we can serve the needs of our students. So possibly holograms, new AR, new coding, really just anything you can think of in emerging tech. And so a little bit more about our middle school program. It is a 2-year program that we offer to our schools and students. And so they receive the 4 tracks of courses that we've developed in Canvas, unlimited student accounts in Canvas, as well as tons and tons of teacher training for our participating teachers. This is one of the more important things we wanted to focus on during all of this, because in a lot of underserved schools, we see that teachers aren't necessarily super familiar with technology, and so we wanted to make sure to provide tons of training, videos, tutorials, all that good stuff. And so each school receives about $4,000 of technology. that they get to keep at the end of the program. And if they're a high performing school, Verizon goes in and creates a full makerspace, which is really cool. And they're able to get about $80,000 in technology. And so with this, we've been trying to scale it pretty largely. Like I said, this is a nationwide program. And so the use of Canvas has been really helpful for us, being able to reach students that don't necessarily already have a learning management system. And so we've also worked with Canvas to create a new landing page. So that way teachers and students can go ahead and register themselves, which has made scaling so much easier for us. We also have designated employees that help us regionally with support. And so they focus on different parts of the country to support each school and each student. Like I said, we do tons of virtual trainings, guides, and videos for all of our teachers. We've also utilized ASU Marcom, which is all of the marketing done for ASU, and they've helped us with paid ads and really deepen the existing partnerships that we already had with organizations like NACCE, Digital Promise, and Teach for America. And so because of those partnerships and also working with ASU Marcom, we've been able to really create a good buzz about our program and be able to get lots of schools involved. Like I said, hopefully, 1,000. And so currently this year, we have about 330 schools participating in our program from all over the country. That's roughly 33,000 students receiving additional technology and a chance to be part of the future job force, which is so exciting. And we're really proud to have all of these students participating in our program. As you can see, this is the student population that we serve. We have a large majority of our schools in the Southwest. And so you can see that reflected in the graph, as a large majority of our student population is Hispanic or Latino, which is great. There's tons of students here in Arizona and in Southern California that could really use our help and all this access to technology. In addition, our student population, it's about 80% of our students receive free and reduced lunch. And so you can see that a huge majority of our students are in the lower income bracket. And so we're trying to break that cycle of poverty in those neighborhoods. And we did some research about how effective our program is for the students. And so US News did a survey of middle school students, and only about 28% of them are interested in STEM careers. But the students that participate in our program after a year, 54% of those students are interested in a STEM career, which is really awesome. That's over 20%. That's a huge increase in just a year time. And so these are some of the projects that our students have been working on. So they use all STEM curriculum, but also sustainability. So we have a wind power display, we have a solar city, and then also a solar panel, which is really cool. And I've also included our website, our email, and our hashtag if you guys want to reach out to us, or if you do know of any Title I middle schools, we'd be more than happy to connect with them. So if you guys have any questions, I'll go ahead and get out of here.